fight back.
Next question comes from Siasat of GMA Network.
This is a question for Angela. Angela, normally under normal circumstances, a world champion in combat sports would have to defend his or her title at least once a year. Now, next month, you'll be off the cage for 2 years now. So the question here is, how do you react to criticisms that you only get to do this, you only get to do a two-year vacation only because you are the poster girl of one championship?
Well, I disagree with that. First of all, these aren't normal times. There's a global pandemic going on, which has, made it difficult to host a lot of events, and it's been hard for everyone around the world. Second of all, I do think that what Chatri did kind of makes a statement for everyone. It's not because I'm the poster girl. It's because this is just a given, right? I think that I've worked so hard to get to the position I'm at, and just because I get pregnant and I want to have a baby, that I shouldn't be stripped of my title, something that I work towards. I think that because one championship has kind of shown the way of like, this is what the standard should be when a woman gets pregnant in her work, like she is supported and she has a job to come back to afterwards. And, I think that I'm very lucky, of course, and I know that it's going to come with a lot of criticism and a lot of hate, but I know how hard I worked for this, and I'm not just going to, have that taken from me. So that's what I think.
I mean, but the practice, Angela, the standard is you get to defend your title at least once a year. I mean, nobody's blaming you for being pregnant here. Don't get us wrong. We're all happy for you. But, again, you mentioned that we are in the middle of the pandemic, but, people are fighting. Championships are being defended as well, just like your brother here, Christian Lee. But did it ever occur to you that maybe you should take the high road? Nobody's asking you for the title. I mean, if you vacate the title, they're going to fight for it. But did it ever occur to you that maybe you should vacate the title instead?
And who would fight for it? So Denise is so-called the number one contender. Who would she fight? There was no one else in the division. There's an atomweight Grand Prix that was supposed to be happening, and it was planned before I even announced that I was pregnant. Who would she fight? I think it's ridiculous.
So then maybe if that is the case, you and Denise could have gone at it directly then. If why the Grand Prix, right? I mean, and then who's gonna fight?
No, you're saying if I was stripped of my title and there was gonna be an interim championship, who would Denise fight?
Well, there is a top five. I mean, there is a top five rankings right now that I guess the number one and number two can fight for it. It really depends on one championship matchmaking, though. So whoever fights for it, whoever deserves it more. I mean, what about you? What do you think? If ever that was the
well, I don't think that you or me have a say in what this organization does, so let's leave it up to the people who actually run the company.
Okay. So I guess that answers the question. You never thought of vacating the title and just take a 2-year vacation. That's it?
No.